Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of What the Smut Book Reviews. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, hi, I'm Candace. Thank you so much for joining. I already said that. I repeat myself a lot. You'll get used to it. If you're not new here and you're a repeat viewer, thank you so much. I love you. I love you so much. In today's video, we're going to be doing a review. My next one's probably going to be a bullshit video, but this one is going to be a review. And I've been doing a reread, and I've fairly recently reread this book. So there's stuff in there. Is all the stuff in there? I don't know. Most of it's in there. So we'll see how much of it I can get out of here. So in today's video, we are going to be continuing on with our Gena Showalter Lords of the Underworld series with this one. It's so pretty in blue. And this one is called The Darkest Passion. This is Lords of the Underworld Book 8. Okay, I know what you're going to say. You're going to go, but is it though? It is. For me, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, this is book 8. I'm going based off of Gena's website, and Naomi, who is her social media manager, created like a printable book list, and it's in reading order the way it should be, including novellas and Angels of the Dark series. So, according to that list, this is book 8. I had to check my paper, double check mine, just in case I fuck up. I fuck up a lot. So, book 8, according to Amazon, 492 pages. Let's see. 438 pages for mass market paperback. Amazon. I'm coming for you, bro. Okay, so you can currently get this book for your Kindle or Nook for the price of $6.99. You can get this book in mass market for the price of $7.99. That's $1 more. Unless you're an exclusive e-reader, get the paperback because it's going to be fresh, not crunchy like mine is. It'll be nice and fresh and new and cute on your bookshelf, right? For $1 more than the digital download. You can currently get this book in hardcover for $29.99. You can get this book in varying conditions of used on eBay for around $4.50 with free shipping. Obviously, the more you pay for it, the better the condition will be. But again, if the mass market brand new from Amazon is like $7.99, you're gonna go on eBay and pay $6 plus $3 for change of shipping. And why would you do that? If you have Prime, okay, I will read you guys a blurb, and then we're going to try and break it down a little bit. And I'm going to try and make this a quick review, 5 minutes and 40 seconds in already, and I haven't even started. Because of aforementioned, or maybe mentioned in bloopers, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it, the thing about the storage, because it's an ongoing crisis in my life. So, for the blurb for this one, it says, for weeks, the immortal warrior, okay, and this already a point of contention. Gena, I love you, girl. You be fucking me up though. Has a habit of writing names in a way that make it so that my brain reads it one way, and then I find out later that it's pronounced another way. So like, you think Aaron, right? Like the word, okay, also, side note to my already side note. Every time for like a good portion, I would read the book and like, I would read his name and I would automatically hear that like Key and Peele skit where it was like Aaron. It does not for a serious book reading make, you know what I'm saying? I pronounced it Aaron, like just plain old Aaron. In the audio version, it's pronounced Aaron. Is that for real? I don't know. The more I listen to it, the more I listen to the audio version, which I did do half again. Like, I listened to some on audiobook when I was working, and then when I could actually sit down to read it, I did the actual book. And I don't know, the more I listen to the audio version and I hear them say Aaron, like, the more used to it I got, I guess. But I still just want to say Aaron. I don't know. Am I just a basic bitch and the simplest form is the best form? I don't know. But you pronounce it however you want to pronounce it. Only Gena knows the correct way to pronounce it. And yeah, so that's, I'm going to say Aaron. I don't know. So the blurb, 8 minutes in, back to the blurb. For weeks, the immortal warrior Aaron has sensed an invisible female presence. An angel, a demon assassin, has been sent to kill him. Or has she? Olivia claims she fell from the heavens, giving up immortality because she couldn't bear to harm him. But trusting and falling for Olivia will endanger them all. So how has this mortal with the huge blue eyes already unleashed Aaron's darkest passion? Now, with an enemy hot on his trail and his faithful demon companion determined to remove Olivia from his life, Aaron is trapped between duty and consuming desire. Worse still, a new executioner has been sent to do the job Olivia wouldn't. Okay. First things first. Gena, Naomi, whoever, if you're listening, get in touch with Amazon. Find out who it is that's in charge of putting these blurbs in. Because this blurb in particular is like riddled with like run-on words. Like like they missed spaces in between the words that in the blurb. And the spacing is weird. Maybe that's just the way it pulled up on my brain. I don't know. I copied and pasted. So maybe I fucked it up somewhere. But also maybe I didn't. And it is like that. Double check just in case. So the plot. The plot. The two main characters for this book are Aaron, who is a Lords of the Underworld, a Lord of the Underworld. He is the Keeper of Wrath. So, quick backstory. Okay, if you're new to this series, you really shouldn't be starting with this video anyway. But if you are, okay, quick backstory. The Lords of the Underworld are a band of immortal warriors who currently reside on Earth, mostly. And they were banished to Earth and demon-possessed by all of the gross, like, havoc-wreaking demons that are out there that plague whatever, by Zeus, because they opened Pandora's box and, like, let all of the... Did I say Pandora weird? Pandora. Why did it sound like I said Panzora? Okay. Anyway. So they opened Pandora's box and they let all the demons out. Zeus cursed them to house a demon within themselves. He put a whole shit ton of the additional demons, because there's only so many warriors, right? Inside prisoners who were being kept in Tartarus, aka the Titans, aka the new baddies who are in charge now. The Greeks have been locked up. Okay? Aaron is the Keeper of Wrath. Aaron went through a little spell in previous books where he was basically told by Cronus, leader of the Titans, king of the Titans, that he needed to kill some innocent women. Turned out like one of the women was like a prophet, the all-seeing eye. She is one of 4 artifacts that can help lead to the location of Pandora's box, the current location, because it's been lost, right? Cronus did not want the box to be found, so he was like, yo, you gotta kill these women, like kill her and kill like her whole family, because just in case. Aaron didn't want to do it. He refused. Cronus basically incited wrath to ceaselessly froth at the mouth and make it so Aaron didn't have a choice, right? All is well now in terms of Aaron is no longer bloodlusted. However, during his bloodlusting, he was imprisoned by another one of the lords, Reyes, who ended up with Danica, the all-seeing eye. He was imprisoned in like a pit in like the bowels of the earth, like very close to hell, where he was shackled so that he could not go after Reyes's woman. While he was there, he befriended a demon that crawled its way to him from hell. A female demon, which came out later because for the longest he thought it was a dude. But a little demon whom, when he was bloodlusted, he took with him back to the fortress in Budapest where they live. That was a big no-no. The Most High, which is like Gena's version of God in the series, cast an angel to kill Aaron. You're going to go to Earth. You're going to kill Aaron because one of the biggest tenets or commandments or whatever that we have is demons cannot leave hell. If a demon leaves hell with the aid of someone, the demon and the person who aided them out of hell gets whacked. Okay. They cast Olivia, who is the female protagonist in this book, to oversee Aaron's execution. Olivia used to be what's known as a joy bringer. She basically flitted around Earth with her cute white wings, and whispered little encouraging things into people's ears to make them happy. And that was her shtick. That was her deal. So she's a very innocent, very subdued, very calm-natured individual, right? Around the time, like right before this hit basically was put out on Aaron, Olivia was promoted, really without her permission, to one of the, to like a warrior class angel, which is like, you're basically like a hitman for the Lord, right? She was honored, obviously, and she wanted to do a good job, but at heart she was much more content being a joy bringer and making people happy as opposed to killing people. So her first assignment was to kill Aaron. She goes down there to Earth and she watches him with the intent of taking him out because she needs to do her job, right? The more she watches him, the more she sees that he's not evil, that he has a soft side, maybe that he only displays towards his band of misfit brothers or comrades or whatever you want to call them, and to Legion, who is the little demon that he took from hell. She watches him, invisible to him, obviously. Legion senses her presence and gets afraid every time she comes around and poofs and disappears, goes back to hell for a little while. But now that she's attached herself to Aaron, she can come and go from hell willy-nilly. She doesn't really like it down there because they tease her and they make fun of her. And something is gonna happen with Legion later that I know threw me for a loop and I wasn't expecting, but like it was still good. You know what I mean? Like it was still good. So she vamooses anytime Olivia is within range. Aaron can also sense that there's someone there. Legion has told him that it's an angel and that it's a girl angel. He doesn't know why the angel is watching him, but he feels her presence off and on from time to time, right? The more she watches him, the more she realizes that he's not evil and that he's got redeeming qualities, and she does not think he should be killed. So now she's kind of in like a tug of war with herself because she wants to fulfill the order from the Most High, but she doesn't want to kill Aaron because I think she's like low-key falling in love with him or like becoming infatuated with him. She turns to her mentor, Lysander, who, if you have read up to this point in Gena's Lords of the Underworld series or her Angels of the Dark series, Lysander's book, The Darkest Angel, was like a little novella. He ended up with Bianca, who is one of the harpies that are prevalent throughout the series. So now she's torn she goes to Lysander and she says, I don't think that he should be killed. Can you petition for him to not be killed? Lysander's like, I really don't want to do that, but I will ask and I'll find out, you know, in his very magnanimous, like, studious way. She gets called, the longer she watches him without making any action against him, the more peeved or disappointed the council of elders or the council of whatever, of the Most High's people, the more peeved they become. They call her in and they say, listen, you haven't killed him. We ordered you to kill him. We ordered you to kill Legion, send her back to hell or whatever. You haven't done it. What's good? And she's like, I can't do it. And they're like, you're going to do it, or you're going to have to voluntarily fall from the heavens. You give up your grace, your like, angelic, whatever. Lysander's like, please don't do this. He feels like, fatherly affection towards her, or like big brotherly affection towards her. There's nothing sexual going on or anything, but he that's her mentor. He cares about her very deeply. And he's like, please don't do this. Aaron is not worth this. And she's like, but he is. And she chooses to fall. Her wings are ripped from her physically, like painfully. And she is sent, she falls all the way to hell, basically. And she's there and she's tormented by these demons, and they're doing all manner of unspeakable things to her. And she basically claws her way out to get to Aaron, who she believes is going to be her protector and savior. And once she explains that I was watching you, they wanted me to kill you, I couldn't do it because I have feelings for you, that he's going to be like, oh boo, come here, let me take care of you for the rest of your life. Like, she's that innocent and naive. He kind of, I mean, when he first sees her, he is compelled to take care of her, but also warring within himself that he shouldn't, because her presence means that Legion will not come around or won't come back. And he loves Legion like a daughter. Legion, on the other hand, is in love with him, or thinks she is, in a biblical sense. And she wants to be with him, but Aaron doesn't know that. How could you even? Like, you scaly green, gross mess. But yeah, so he's like, I can't have you hanging around here. You got to go. And she's like, but I literally fell from heaven for you. And that battle of wills ensues. Going on in the background, there is a battle, like a ongoing battle with the band of hunters that they're constantly warring with, who are led by another demon-possessed warrior, Galen, and he is possessed by the demon of hope, which is more like false hope, but it's hope. But because he has wings and appears like an angel, the hunters believe him to be an angel, and they have been following his lead. They're at war with Galen, like the lords of the underworld are at war with Galen, because Galen betrayed them in the past and got their friend Baden killed. Another thing, Baden in the audiobook. I can't. So yeah, so that's happening in like the background, this ongoing battle with Galen. They're also, both teams are vying to find the last two: the Cage of Compulsion, the All-Seeing Eye, the Cloak of Invisibility, and there's a fourth artifact that, for the life of me, there's some kind of scepter or something. Galen has found the Cloak of Invisibility. The lords have to wrest it from him. There's an ensuing battle. Olivia essentially risks her life, her very mortal life now, to get the cloak from Galen in the midst of this fight and give it to the lords. That happens around the same time that Lysander comes down to earth to be Olivia's replacement in beheading Aaron. Now they're like well and truly in love with each other. and Lysander's getting ready to like take her boo's head off, and like shit gets crazy. Okay, if it wasn't crazy enough, it gets crazy. But yeah, so there's like other little things going on in the background too, like Cronus, the king of the gods, who started out very like old and decrepit looking when he was released from Tartarus, or when he escaped Tartarus and the Titans took over and imprisoned the Greeks. He's like Benjamin Buttoning. I never saw that movie, but I know what it was about. And so like he's aging backwards, like de-aging. So like every time the Lords see him, he looks a little bit younger than he did the last time that they saw him. And something's going on with that. The next book in the series is The Darkest Lie, which is Gideon's story. Gideon, I don't want to give too much away because I don't know if you've read that far, but Gideon gets paired up with Scarlet, who turns out to be Rhea's daughter. Rhea is Cronus's wife. They are estranged. They hate each other, and they're each out to kill the other. Rhea is secretly guiding the hunters, while Cronus is secretly helping the Lords. So they're kind of like, they each picked a team, and they're using, like Rhea's using the hunters, and Cronus is using the Lords as like little chess pieces on the board while they fight each other. So Scarlet is her daughter from an adulterous relationship, so Cronus has no love lost for her. And Gideon is gonna end up with her, probably, maybe. You gotta read to find out. So yeah, so that's basically what's going on in this particular book. Aaron, in doing a reread, I realized how much I liked certain books, that if you were to ask me prior to the reread which books of the series were your favorite, or which ones you liked, which ones stood out more to you than the others, I don't think I would have been able to give accurate, you know what I mean? And maybe my tastes change from reread to reread, and it's like the first time I read them, these couple of books stood out and they were like, whoa. And then the reread happened, or the first reread happened, and now like, okay, yeah, that book is still really good, but now I'm kind of jonesing for this dude over here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that happens. I don't remember being as obsessed with Aaron's book as I was during the reread. Like, during the reread, I was like, this could be one of my favorites of the series. I still, to this day, will tell you that if you ask me which book was my favorite, or which couple was my favorite from the entire Lords of the Underworld series, I would tell you that it was Cameo and Lazarus. The Darkest Promise, which is a few books ahead, was my favorite book of the entire series, because I was literally in love with Lazarus. Like, when you get there, if you're not there, when you get there, you're gonna know. There's just something about a book where the male protagonist falls in love first, or like realizes that he's in love first before the female protagonist, because there's a bajillion books out there where the woman falls in love first, and now she's chasing after the guy, or the guy's acting like a schlub, and some dire situation has to happen before he realizes he's hit with like the bolt of, I'm in love with her, I have to be with her for the rest of my life. And she's already been in love with you for like half the book already, and like you've just been treating her like trash. And like, there's a billion of those, right? But there's only so many where first sight the dude realizes that, oh my God, you're the one, and now I have to pursue you. Like, I fucking love those books. And The Darkest Promise was one of those. Like Lazarus, like you realize that he's been playing, like this whole time he's been playing to win, like the end game of, I gotta get Cameo. Like, I just gotta get, you'll know. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, you will know. I get so aggressive. Does that make any sense? Anyway, back to the book at hand for for the rating for this book, I gave it a 9.5, 9.5 out of 10 stars. 9.5 out of 10. The more I'm on Instagram and I see like people doing like little mini reviews or like putting up like in their story, like, oh, write a review for this like Bookstagrams. Everybody's like 5 stars. The highest rating you can get is 5 stars. I don't know why in the beginning I decided to do like a rating system of 1 to 10. I think early on I wanted to like name them, not like stars or like whatever, but I wanted to come up with some pervy, is iteration the right word? I don't think it is, but like I wanted to come up with something like 1 out of 10 orgasms or something, you know, something catchy. And then over time, I just kind of fell off of that idea. I don't know what happened with that, but I did. So yeah, 9.5 out of 10 because I love this book. Would I recommend this series to everyone? I already have. I do every time I open my mouth. I fucking say something positive about Gena's books. This book in particular, absolutely 125 billion%. Yeah. I don't know. Gena can't write a bad book. And I'll stand by that. She's like, it's like Kresley Cole. I don't think Kresley Cole could ever write a bad book. Every book I've read, I loved. Every book of Gena's that I've read, I've loved. Speaking of, not the next video that I put out, but the one after is going to be a review for this guy right here. I actually got an ARC copy of this sent to me. It's a hardcover, a signed hardcover by Gena. And can I just say, I fucking obsessed. Like, you don't even know. When the review comes, you're going to see how hype I am because I'm going to get so hype. I love you guys so much. I'm going to do my closing spiel before I completely fuck off. If you like this video, why? If you like me and you like this channel, please consider subscribing. Insert thirsty emoji. If you do subscribe, make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications when I upload a new video. If you would like, you can follow me on social media. I am quite prevalent on Instagram, not so much on Facebook. I do have a members only Facebook group, but I really only use it to like announce videos and things like that. And yeah, Twitter, I've almost completely fallen off of Twitter. I will try and get back into it, but it's just like the character limit and the way it posts links and photos. I just can't, it's so annoying. But follow me on Instagram. I will put all the links in the description box below. I'll put a little banner here for you on the bottom of the thingy for you guys to see. And yeah, read the series, read this book, read this series. I start from the beginning. The Darkest Fire. There's a prequel novella that I can't remember the name of right now. The official first book in the series, full-length novel, is The Darkest Night, which is Maddox's story. You can start there. I don't think you need to read Guron's or whatever his name is story. It's like a novella in order to know what's going on. It's basically like a prequel that explains the origins of the box, not so much anything that's going on now. So it's up to you. It's really up to you, whatever you want to do. But yeah, that's it. I'm done. 31 minutes later. It's going to be a quick review, Candace. You said it was going to, you lied. Yeah, so I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Dun, dun, dun. Bye. I'm going to try and not make this a 4-hour review. A, because I don't have any storage. B, because my head feels like it's going to explode. Thanks, migraine. And C, did I mention the thing about storage? Yes, okay. This video is going to be like roughly 5 gigs worth of space, 3 gigs of which is just me going, okay, so let's address the elephant in the room, and that is my shirt. Okay. I bought this shirt when I was a little bit larger in size, and now it feels like I'm wearing a muumuu. So, like, not to knock muumuus, because muumuus are cool and everything, but like, I feel so frump city. Okay, hi. I can't get because I wish I was one of those people who could do like that. You know, like individually. Like I can lift this one, but I can't just lift that one. This is why you don't have any storage, Candace. Shenanigans. Okay. Can you not scare away the straight? You're scaring, what was it that Peter Venkman said in Ghostbusters? Guys, you're scaring the straights. I don't think he meant that in a sexual way, like sexuality or gender preference or whatever. I think he just meant non-weirdos. And in that case, Candace, don't scare away the straights, okay? Look at that fat arm. Look at that. Tea. No cup today. Bottle. God, I don't know why that was so sour. Lipton peach tea for the discerning tea palate. No. It's aight. It's okay. Okay. I'm from the South. We know about tea. And that ain't it. But passable because I don't have any tea in the house. This motherfucker waited until the bloopers, which I really appreciate. I mean, throughout like the first 10 minutes of me recording, he was over there rustling and stuff, but he didn't drink water until the bloopers, which I appreciate. On that note, I'm gonna go ahead and go because I'm 35 minutes in. I love you guys so much. I'll see you next time in my next video, which is definitely gonna be a bullshit video because I have nothing else. Finger bang. Bye. Motherfucking battery. I gotta get a new system. I can't keep doing this shit.